everyone, welcome to our midweek interview, and I hope you've enjoyed the last few. And this week I've been lucky enough to track down Wal Barnes. So welcome, Wal.
Thank you, welcome.
Well, a couple of things just for folk who are new to Trinity or might know you very well. So your name is Wal. How long have you been at Trinity?
I've been in Tamworth 9 years today.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Today?
Right. Yeah, today, yeah.
Wow.
That's official.
Oh.
Official anniversary. Anyway, so I've been coming to Trinity for 2 weeks less than 9 years.
Okay, so how did you find your way to Trinity Church?
I used to go to Charlestown Presbyterian, and the pastor there, John Seaton, he advised one of two churches in Tamworth, because I said I was moving to Tamworth.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm a bit favourite of Trinity because my son and daughter go there. And so this is where I came.
Oh, well, glad you came along. It's been lovely having you for 9 years.
Yeah,
8 years, 300 and whatever. Okay, they can do the maths.
I think it's 2 weeks less or 1 week
Yes.
less. Anyway,
So you were a Christian when you came to Tamworth?
well, I believe I was. Yes, I did give my heart to the Lord Jesus, but that was part of me then. And I've learned since it's all about Jesus, and we don't put in anything to our salvation.
So it sounds like you feel like you've grown spiritually in the time. What do you mean by what you were saying there?
Well, in the Baptist church where I used to go, we used to make decisions for Christ, and since being in this church, I've learnt that we don't make the decision, the Lord draws us, and by drawing he drags us to have fellowship with him, into fellowship with him.
Well, he changes us, doesn't
Yes,
he?
yeah.
So that because we do make a decision, but the reason we make the decision
Is because of him,
Yeah.
and him alone,
Yeah.
rather than part of us.
So has that been a good discovery for you?
It's been a wonderful discovery, yes. I went to the Doctrines of Grace teaching early on when I first came to Tamworth, or when I first started coming to Trinity, and it just opened my eyes, really and truly.
Well, why has that been a good thing? Because some people would hate the fact that it's God who changes us. God acts first. God makes us so that we can see him and believe in him and trust him. But you said, no, it's been a lovely discovery. Why has it been such a good discovery?
Because I'm such a failure. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have made any decision, really. Yeah, I wouldn't be here.
But as people might look on the outside of Wal and say, oh, he seems like a pretty good guy. Would that be a good assessment?
No. And it's not about me anyway, it's about Jesus.
Yeah.
By his grace alone. Through the faith that he's given me alone.
Well, I've got. Thank you for that answer. Didn't mean to go there, but that was a good place to go. I know a few things about you. I know you're a bit of a social person. You're a people person. You like talking. You enjoy having coffee with people. You don't enjoy hiding away, and you live by yourself. And so the COVID-19 has meant that isolation for you has been isolation from others. So a lot of people at church live with family and live with others, or you live by yourself, and there are other people who live like that. How is that? What has it meant for you in regards to the laws that have been put in place? Sorry, that's a long-winded question. I haven't asked that very well. What's it been like being at home by yourself?
There's been alone times, but I know Jesus is King, so he's brought it about. And, well, before I came to Tamworth, I was a loner, and it's only because of Jerry mainly. Jerry asked me to do this or come here, and sort of, I don't know whether he initiates it all the time or sometimes I initiate it, but I just go along and I enjoy it. So, yeah.
Has that been harder with the regulations?
It has to a certain extent. Yeah.
Have you found yourself being more lonely or more isolated from others? Or do people ring you, or you just...
Yeah, well, I've been... Kelvin catches up with me just about every day, every second day, and Jeff King, he rings up, and either that or I ring them, and there's been messages on my phone. During the COVID-19 isolation thing, Kelvin's initiated a Bible study every Tuesday, Thursday and Friday and Saturday at about 10:30 in the morning. It goes for an hour sometimes, thereabouts. We've been studying John.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been to start with on FaceTime, on Messenger on Facebook. And then, but since he's got a bit more technical, we're going on Zoom, and so more people can join us. Monday last week, there was 8 of us, and it was just awkward, I found. So, yeah,
because it's hard to talk over.
I'd definitely be much happier meeting in person.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's probably the experience most people have. But has Zoom been, or those meetings been a good thing?
Yeah, they've been a very good thing.
How have you found them helpful, Wal?
Well, I've been reading the Bible more, not necessarily in my own time, but at least I'm reading the Bible in the Bible study and talking about it.
Yeah. That's a great initiative. Yeah. Oh, good. And church online, how have you found that?
I've found church online, the live stream, excellent.
Oh, it's nice of you to say.
Sometimes it's been a little bit blurry, but that could be because of my NBN connection,
or you didn't have your glasses on, perhaps.
That's probably that could be the main reason. No, I don't need the glasses to see properly, but
Have you missed being here on Sunday?
I have missed being here on Sunday. Yeah, really and truly. Yeah.
What sort of things do you miss?
And the singing.
Well, I know you're a bit of a singer, Wal.
And the live.
No, you are.
talks.
I mean, I hear that you are quite a singer. Oh. Sorry, keep going.
And the live talking with people.
Yeah.
Seeing them face to face. And just the gathering, it's just different to what I've had anywhere else.
Yeah. Have you found it hard to keep touch base with people from church or people that you know from other places, or have you been working pretty hard to try and keep relationships going and care for people?
I haven't worked hard at anything. So Headley rings me now and again, and Warwick rang me once or twice, Warwick Line.
Yep.
And Warwick Trippett rang me once or twice, and you've rung me. I think John rang me one time. Yeah, and other people. I've spoken to Kevin Reading quite often on the phone, and he's in a bad way at the moment. Yeah.
What's been happening with Kevin?
Just the pain, just getting old, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was very weak yesterday, and today. Well, last night, yesterday afternoon, he went to hospital. Stayed the night in hospital. I think he should stay another night, but whether he will or not, don't know.
Yeah. It's interesting just hearing you speak about how many people have rung you and how you've sought to be ringing people, and I think that's one of the things that's that has been nice in regards to what has been happening.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's not been perfect, but I know a lot of people have made extra phone calls and done whatever to to try and look after
Yeah.
people and make sure
Yeah.
people are okay.
And then there's the YouTube, the Trinity on YouTube, with their Tuesdays and Thursdays or Friday interviews and talks.
No,
So it's good seeing faces, even if it's only on the computer. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Mm.
Well, probably a big question, and I haven't given you any lead into this question, so you may not have an answer. But what sort of impact do you think it will have on us as a church in regards to seeking to evangelise, to tell people about Jesus? We're sort of isolated in a way that we've not been before. How do you think that will impact our evangelism?
Well, the work of Jesus goes on and on and on. So I don't know if the virus or the isolation will have much impact at all, because you're live streaming and probably reaching more people, or possibly reaching more people than just the church service. So that's my opinion anyway.
I certainly think that, I certainly believe that Jesus won't be hampered at all by a virus or social isolation laws or anything. But it does mean that we need to rethink perhaps the way in which we do some evangelism for a little while. We certainly won't be able to hold events where we can invite lots of people to a meal.
True.
Maybe small groups will need to step up in a way that perhaps they haven't had to, or maybe small groups already have done that in the past. And individually, maybe phone calls. We need to think it through, I think, so we can find opportunities to...
I think there's some people out there that are really, really scared, and I suppose as Christians we should let them know that in Jesus there's nothing to be scared of, really. So
Yeah. Yeah, there's hopefully some lovely opportunities ahead of us in that regard. Well, how best can we care for people in the congregation who might be more isolated than others? So people like yourself who are at home, people maybe like Kevin, who you've already mentioned. How can we make sure we're caring for those people?
Well, I think the phone calls are good. I'd like more FaceTime. Like I've tried a couple of times with Kelvin, and he'd rather text. But I think seeing somebody else's face, the person you're talking to, his face on your phone or whatever, if you've got that sort of thing, that's good. And that will possibly help people.
Well, everyone I've interviewed, at the end of the interview I say to them, is there something that they'd like to say to the Trinity Church family? And so here's your opportunity. Is there anything? They're all watching.
Well, I'd like to say that I certainly miss the gatherings and the singing and being here in this beautiful place with the family, the Trinity family, as it is a family. It's beautiful. I miss that.
Well, we look forward to the day when we're all back together again. Oh, well, thank you again for being willing to be interviewed.